Hey everybody, welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We've got to question some people here because we've gotten to Ujits, but the guy with the limp, yeah, well, he's dead. And I'm not talking just regular type of dead. He is straight up that type of dead. That's the type of dead that's...
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
I don't know what this is all about. The fact that nobody heard anything is questionable. Oh, we can actually read this.
An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read.
Oh.
Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who?
That's true.
And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Yeah, this isn't straight bandits.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him.
Okay.
Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
The fact that nobody heard anything could be one of a couple of things. One, they killed him so swiftly he didn't have a chance to react, and this stuff happened after the fact. Okay. Two, he was brought here. But, yeah, they could have killed him elsewhere, brought him here, and then done this, I guess. Like, that could have happened. I'm just gonna check the area. We'll talk to people for sure here, but I just want to see if there's anything strange in these other rooms. Okay. No dice. Alright, let's chat. Now, the group has dispersed, and that's fine. Basically, we just need to talk to different people and see if we can figure something out. I should have maybe grabbed a couple of them while we were here, but while they were all standing here. Well, let's see. Some of them had names too, which might mean that they're like Marouche. Maybe they're more important if they have names.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Might be surprised.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Okay, so we get that. Not a great guy.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday,
Close
he turned up
talker!
at the church and even talked to the parish priest.
Oh.
I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Okay, so we gotta go talk to the priest, for sure, yeah. You don't happen to know what he was doing the night of the day of the raid?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof
No one's gonna
was
know
raided?
that.
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Yeah, okay, but he could have been inside or whatever. The other guy said he was kind of a recluse, right?
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Straight from there, we got information about the priest. So, if he's not a religious guy, why on earth would he go to the priest? Let's find that. This is like deeper into town, which is fine. Quest tipster. Fine. This is good. If we get a dead end at the priest, then we can maybe find like the tavern or something. And like a place where people would gather and talk to them there. So a little bit off topic, guys, but I was kind of doing some like... What is this? What are you guys doing? Oh, this guy?
What the?
I got him.
You'll get more.
Oh, double teamed. I'm helping. There you go. I got him.
Had enough? Yeah, you got me.
That's cool.
It was only a few groschen.
It was still a free groschen. Be glad it didn't end up worse. Yeah.
No excuses. Hand it over.
Here.
You got the thrashing you deserved. I hope
8?
you've learned your lesson.
Yes, sir.
Can almost guarantee that didn't
You really
learn
let
him a
him
lesson.
go? Just like that? And did you get the loot back?
I did.
You can have it.
I have it here.
It's 8 groschen.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
Wow, okay, he gave us half of it. To him, that's probably a lot of money. That's cool. That's cool. What I was about to say before that happened. So I was doing some planning of the next, few weeks, few months to figure out like what I'm gonna do, game-wise, and I'm getting very concerned that this game is going to take months to complete, and I'm really struggling with what to do because I don't want to let people down. My biggest thing is I don't want to let people down, but I also know that I'm probably not going to enjoy it if I'm playing it every day for 30 days kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm of two minds right now. Like, while I'm enjoying the main quest stuff, it is, because that's decently interesting. There's so much stuff that's tedious, And I'm thinking, again, maybe I should do the streaming thing. But, like, I'm just not sure, guys. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. And I hate to say that, but I'm just being honest with you guys, so... I imagine there's gonna be some people that are super pissed off or upset, and I get that, I guess. But I'm just trying to give you an idea of where I'm coming from. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but it just might be too long for me to keep my complete interest in, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All this to say, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do.
You live here?
Of course.
I mean here, in the presbytery.
Yeah, right here.
In the presbytery?
Yeah, right here.
With the parish priest?
Yes. What's the matter? Don't you like me?
Yes, of course I like you.
So why are you surprised Godwin likes me too?
I'm not. I mean, I see.
Is this because priests should be celibate or whatever? I don't understand. Oh, cause concubine. Oh, okay. Interesting. What are you doing? What the frick is that? You know how to wield a sword, yeah.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad
I wonder if
person.
he'll give us actual details of their conversation.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, yeah, what is he supposed to say? Do you know what he was doing on the day of the raid?
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
What?
Like,
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
yeah.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
Confession.
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
I don't know if we're going to get an exception here.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances. And this is one of them.
Oh boy. Do I really have to beat up a priest? Our speech is really good here. Oh, yeah, I mean, you can't hurt him now because he's dead. That's a good point. It's a very good point.
But Lubosh is dead.
He might not
Can't
even know
hurt
that.
him. But if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you I would be
Frick.
betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church, If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosch was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you.
Okay.
Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine.
What's that going to
Maybe we'll
change
come up with
other than loosening your lips?
Thank you, Father.
That's weird. We can ask him about work as well, I guess.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
Oh.
Which?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
Little bird? Who's the bird?
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping.
So, what would you like me to do exactly?
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Okay.
Consider it done.
We can take a look at it.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods.
All right. Fine. One thing I'm wondering, do we have... I wonder if we have a blacksmith in town. There is a tavern. Obviously, every town has to have one. But if we look at the main road... Here's the church. Let's actually... Let's take a look here. What are all these things that are marked? We have to find a roan here, right? That's way out here. Which we were going to see, and then we got brought into that situation. Okay. Let me just check to see if we can find... What is this place? This is like a trader, right? This guy does food. Yeah, trader. I don't know what this is. A scribe. Oh! Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Isn't the scribe... Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let me untrack this one. The scribe is here. This is actually huge because maybe... I doubt it. But maybe, if we learn to read here, we can read that thing above, above Lupol, or whatever, the limping guy. Can you teach me to read?
God be with you.
Or maybe we could get him to read the thing. Let's start with the reading and see what
I'd
happens.
like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk.
Don't judge me.
But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
That's fine.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Just like that, eh?
Very well.
You can read.
I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces.
Wow.
If indeed time is of the essence.
Yeah, 50... Yeah, that's
Here are
fine.
your groschen.
Then we may as well start.
I wonder if he's going to actually...
He did break his vow. but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart.
If you think about this, we're trying to do this so that we can maybe get a
Wake up,
clue
lad.
to solve
we were
that
getting
murder. Which is cool.
So, let's see you read a bit.
Nice. Okay. That's good.
There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Is it this book? Or... which one's he talking about?
What? What the hell are you doing?
Dude, I'm sorry. You got big shoulders. Okay, what is that little, reading spot? You're in a good place to read a book. Reading will be faster, and you will learn more from your books. Oh. One day, a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there... Okay, so it's just like things are kind of mixed up. Found there an egg all yellow and glittering. When he took it up, it was as heavy as lead, and he was going to throw it away because he thought a trick had been played upon him. But he took it home on second thoughts, and soon found out to his delight that it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. As he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get at once all the gold the goose could give, he killed it and opened it only to find nothing. Oh. I think we may have heard that story once before.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
That being greedy doesn't pay.
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent.
That's the moral.
You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin.
We're going to go from basic text to Latin.
Text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
Oh.
I only just managed the fable about the goose. Now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
Exactly.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
Okay. I mean, I'm open to try it. Okay. Anlusu e libra tamalsu unon elqua poitmus orator poxy veribs plurima dicit. I have no idea. I do wonder, though, while I'm sitting here in this reading spot, if I can read... Is it this one? Nope. Can we read this? Weight, progress, length, 40. At first glance, it may appear that learning the art of picking is an essential part of a thief's education. Appearances don't deceive. Study. Let's do it for an hour. I have no idea what that means, but let's figure it out. Oh, look, at the progress is still 0. Maybe after an hour it will tick up. Nothing. Oh, okay, okay. 25%. Okay, so it'll just take us longer to read at level 1. That's at least something. But I want to talk to this guy before it gets too dark and he ditches us.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distupule, what's written there?
Gistipule. I guess it would have to be this one, because it's all Latin.
Nullus est liber tam malus.
I remember seeing prosit, I think.
Non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't
Nice.
tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Awesome.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Wow. Okay. Cool. And we got a perk. This is big. We are officially reading. Okay. So colleague. All books are cheaper or in the flow. When reading, you will get tired and hungry twice as slowly as normal. That's a weird thing, but I guess let's take cheaper books. So we're up to level 3 now, actually, which is pretty nice. Our reading comprehension is basic, but we will continue to get better at it. Oh, I don't want to read this. I'd like to read this again. We're 28% through it. Let's do 2 hours. Oh, why did it take us back to 13? Might have to read it all night. We're at 58%. Let's go again. It's weird how it goes 58, but then it sets us back a bit. Maybe you get more bonuses for the longer you study or something. Maybe if you take time away for it, it's like, oh, I forgot what I did, so you have to kind of reread the ending of what you did last time. That could make sense, I guess. Oh, frick. Can I meet him in the next evening? Man, I really hope so. I bet we can't. I'll go talk to him. I'll say that I was busy studying. Maybe he'll appreciate it. I totally forgot about him. New level in reading. You've already read this book from cover to cover. Apologize to the priest. Okay. So now what do I do with this? If we're done reading this. At first glance, it may appear that learning the art of picking is an essential part of a thief's education. Appearances don't deceive. I think it probably just gave us some lockpicking skill, like an increase. Not a full level, but I wonder, are we like trespassing in here now? Holy frick. Okay, I wonder, is there a place that we can actually get some rest? Trader lodgings, I guess, right? We'll see if we can rest up the night. Do we have the baths here? Not sure. We need to get fully cleaned up. This is the baker next door. Okay, so it's this building. Oh, it's these. Oh, even these guys close at night. I guess we're sleeping on the floor. Let's go. Priest's gonna be pissed. I'm sure he'll understand. I wonder if we can be honest with him and say, like, look, we were learning to read. It's a pretty big deal. You're right. I forgot about you, but I was trying to better myself. You know? maybe he won't care. All right. Let's drop this carrot now. Dried fruit we can eat. And some of the dried meat. Oh, looks like this guy might need some. Innkeeper.
My respects to you.
What do you have going on?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of
You might have
Lysa.
seen him.
I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Okay. Do you know who was with him? Or who was this Lubosh? Okay, do you know who Lubosh was?
That man Lubosh who was murdered. What was he like?
Sketchy,
I
probably.
didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Okay, anything suspicious?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday.
It's all leading back to the priest.
He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing.
What's he doing?
Is there anything
Nothing out of...
Jesus. I really wish that they would be like, that they would be more natural in the way that you bring those things up. Because you know that they're a quest activity or whatever giver. But then, like, every time you go talk to them, it's like, hey, is something weird happening? Alright. We have to go apologize to the priest. Frick. What if we screwed up our only lead? Looks like this place might need some work. He might be in his house. Especially if he was going to the tavern to drink wine. Maybe he's hungover. Oh, no, there he is. He's meditating.
How kind of you not to come and disturb my solitude.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Trust me, there's nowhere I'd rather have been. You wouldn't believe what happened to me.
Oh, nice.
Tell me all about it this evening, then.
Okay.
Have you thought of a way to help me solve that murder?
Let's leave it for the evening. Come to the tavern after sunset, and we'll talk it over.
Fine. Fine. Now let me check the rest of the town. We'll check down at this area. And, there we go. It'd be nice to see if there's like a blacksmith here. I don't think you can jump this. Oh, really? Well, that's impressive. A grocer. Okay, this might be like a basic Betty town. Alright, so here's what we'll do. We're gonna go and check out this Roan situation. And if we can do that, then by nighttime, we should be able to see the priest. And I totally won't forget this time.
Hey, what are you up to?
Just riding my horse, dude. Through your fields. Oh! Not gonna lie, that was impressive. We got problems. Now, did we skip that? No, okay, good. I want to ride by this place. See what that happens to be. Do I have to get off to, like... What is this place? Oh, a butcher. Okay. I don't think I have any meat left, do I? But I imagine that they could help me turn it into, like... Maybe turn it into dried meat? Or something? Or maybe they can teach me a skill? I'm not sure. Okay, you stay here, Pebbles. Here we go. C is the one we want. Is it you? Head groom.
Good day to you.
Okay, we can ask about Lubosh as well,
I've
but...
come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Okay.
That man Lubosh who
Same
was
type of question.
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. But I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
So everyone's accounts of kind of what type of person he was, same.
Have you noticed anything?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Missing for a while, maybe.
Do you know what Lubosh
People hadn't
was doing
noticed.
the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
No one's gonna know that.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Yeah, okay. So that all of that stuff
That's
is
all.
corroborated.
Thank you.
Now, I do have a question.
I'm looking for the local groom.
Well, you found him. What can I do for you?
The lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me. She said you have a roan ready for her.
Well, Chamberlain Dietrich said someone would come. We have him here, but if he's ready, I can't say.
What do you mean if he's ready?
That miserable horse will let you saddle him and walk him around the courtyard, but as soon as someone sits on him, he goes completely wild.
Oh, God. What do I do?
That horse is supposed to be presented at a noble woman's wedding. It probably won't be appropriate if he makes a spectacle of his rider. Is there anything I can do?
Try asking Vashek. For some reason, that devil horse listens to him. Then take the horse with you. Dietrich's arranged everything.
Okay, I can do that. How much money do you have? 400. I actually think that we can sell him some stuff. So, oh, here's the hare meat. It's rotten anyways. I'm gonna sell it. The boar hide, the dog skin, and I think even the van braces. Hey, 1 second. Let me get rid of some stuff. Boar hide, dog skins, hare meat that's rotten that you're probably not gonna like. And the van braces. You know what? You can take these too.
Can we do something
It's
about
pretty essential to be selling stuff. Like, you might as well grab everything you can and just, like, dump it off on whoever's willing to buy it. It'd be cool if there were certain people that wouldn't buy certain things, like you'd have to sell armor to blacksmith, etc., etc.
Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree. See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
That was actually quite a bit higher. All right, where is... Here's Vashik.
Good health to you.
Oh, we can actually get training from him.
I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
That's fine.
Isn't that quite a lot?
We'll do our regular haggle here.
Satisfied?
That's not enough.
Then we can settle in at 54.
Agree.
Boom. That might help us with this situation if we have to ride the horse, so...
I'd like you to show...
Certainly.
Alright.
Well.
I heard you have a way with the horse that unsaddles everyone else.
Yes. I suppose I do.
Oh,
how do you do it?
Wait.
How do you calm him down?
This was the guy that...
I'm good to him.
Oh, please don't be weird. Please don't be weird. I really hope this isn't weird. Didn't we hear, like, some rumor about the guy at the stables? This guy? Vashik?
Well, I want to treat the horse well too, but I don't know how, because I don't know him as well as you do. Will you help me?
I sing to him.
Okay, thank
you
God.
Sing to him? What?
Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown, and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair?
That's, interesting.
I know how it looks, but he likes it.
Thank you, Vashik.
Okay, cool. Is this the horse? Pegasus. That's a great horse name, obviously. We gotta mount the roan. Frick. Ooh, vitality, nice. Here she is. Good day. Don't freak out, please.
So, boy, want me to sing? You're definitely the first horse I've ever serenaded. Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair? Well, you still gonna throw me off?
No, looks like we're cool. Now, I do have... Okay, we might have a bit of a situation here. I don't think... Can we make it to Talmberg and back before night? That's the question. I want to say probably not. So... I think what we'll do is we'll ride back into town. This town. Seems to listen well. It's good. And then hopefully she doesn't ditch us overnight, which could probably happen. Another thief? Seriously?
Stop him, someone.
He's on his own this time. I imagine that the horse will stay here. You know what? Let's bring her up closer. I thought this was the one. Okay, please stay here. I'm gonna see if we can get some rest. Excuse me. You're not gonna talk to me? Cool. Probably shouldn't be in here, right? Oh, maybe. Oh, what the f... Okay, cool. Literally just got off for no reason. She's probably on break. There we go.
Can I sleep here?
Certainly. For how long?
Couple hours.
Just the one night?
Sure, but groschen first. These are harsh times.
I hope... Oh, please. 2?
Here you are.
I really hope it doesn't automatically throw us into
You've got
sleeping.
it all to yourself. No one will disturb you.
Please don't.
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft.
The ladder
Your
I couldn't
bed's
climb?
ready there,
Great.
And a trunk for your belongings.
Great. No, that's cool. So that's probably our global trunk when we rest. Okay, let's go to like 9 o'clock. We're gonna need to eat too. We could buy some food from her probably. All right, priest. Oh, bailiff. Is he inside? Who's he with? Oh, he's with his concubine. I showed up this time. How impressed are you?
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
Henry of Skalitz.
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
All gone.
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
I mean, I'll be
It was
honest with
terrible.
them. I don't have anything to
Seemed
hide.
so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovno. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
Well...
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujit, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that.
Is he like...
Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks here about are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumors aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claim. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
Yeah, I mean, we can chat him up a little bit.
I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword.
We
You know
actually
what they say. The Lord
already said
moves
that.
in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
And what about the fact that you live with a woman?
I noticed there's a woman living with you at the presbytery.
What of it? Have you never met a cleric who lives with a woman before? Mother Church won't let me take her to wife. Too afraid it might lose its property to any heirs she bore me. But she cooks and cleans. And, well, as a man, I have my needs.
I'm not sure the parish priest at St. James would agree with you.
I heard he was a bit odd.
This guy. Interesting.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
Like, I get that.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
Well, let's get to it.
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret.
What?
But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. The tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
That's probably why most people go to church.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor.
Why don't you tell me how you really
You
feel?
are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Jeez.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
How did he memorize that?
Let's drink to that.
It's impressive.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and
I think
everything
he's
that troubles
drunk.
them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Jeez.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe?
Here, just as you ordered.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in
Oh,
sin
here we
with a
go.
woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
Okay.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
No, obviously, yeah.
Ah, that sounds
I'm
like
gonna
a
sleep
good
it off
plan.
anyway.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Reached a new level in drinking. It's good. Uh-oh. Hopefully we're like nourished after this too.
Už se jí bojí svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejt v její kůži. Nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požadem si huby jako poslední jen. Budem se bávy, ano ráda slávy a tak vypal sudy a posaď mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zítra jen tu jsou nejdem, tak nalej mi hned, až točí se svět.
Okay, when we were gonna meet the priest, I did not expect that this is what we'd be
Enough
doing.
of this.
Uh-oh.
Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk.
Jesus.
And curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
I paid for a room here, to be fair.
You looking for a fight?
Oh no.
Henry, back me up.
Oh no. This is gonna go so bad. I learned university. Sinner. Frick.
End is nigh.
Alright.
Yeah, but cunt.
Oh! Didn't like that, did you?
You get one. Oh.
Whoa.
Come on. I can barely see. I'm falling over. Okay, he's down. Okay. That was good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. When they land, oh, it feels so good. What the hell? Climb the bell tower.
I'd love to.
Oh
and
no.
Henry too, I'm sure. Right, Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
He's in trouble.
Say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dear.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Guess we didn't need to rent that bed after all.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
It's gonna wake everybody up.
This is wonderful.
Oh, man.
Ah, bloody hell.
Obviously, everybody knows, like, his reputation, so probably doesn't
And now,
surprise
my
him.
dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Oh, yeah? What the hell does that mean? Uh-oh.
You old goat.
Come here.
Oh, what?
Oh.
No!
Priest
Oh my God.
What do you say, Henry?
Cover your eyes.
Shall we take a little ride of our own?
This is really happening. Bad decisions, Henry. Bad decisions. That's what happens when we get drunk with a priest, apparently. Holy frick. We're out in the field. What does he do? Insomniac.
Be a bit more careful.
Oh, really? This is making me... Oh, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. Drunkenness. Comes on gradually and its level is shown by the gold background. It increases according to how much you've drunk. Up to the halfway point of this buff, your strength, speech, vitality, and charisma increase up to a maximum of +2. The closer you get to the halfway mark, the greater your bonus, but your conspicuousness will also rise considerably. So 100 right now. Okay. Where the hell did he go? You still didn't help me, dude. Oh, this is special.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards.
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you, he says.
Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, Stefan in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
You were gonna tell me about what you know.
Am I? What the fuck was it?
That's hilarious.
Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass.
No way.
I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
Yeah.
I'd like to help you, but you can. You can do the sermon for me.
No.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit?
No.
Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. If the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless.
Oh.
How about this?
Oh,
if you help me with this,
it's pretty funny.
I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Oh, dude. We have to do it.
So all at once, the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
So bad he doesn't want to do it.
We'll never get away with it.
Not if you make a hash of it.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Oh, God.
Christ almighty. Fine, then. We have a deal.
We're gonna have to remember
Wonderful. Let's get to it, then.
Great. Great, great, great. Does it actually tell us what that is, I wonder? Hardly walk. He says that if I give the sermon about the teachings of the Fane Master Jan Hus, or Hush, he'll tell me what he knows. Frick. That's gonna be tough. Okay. Well, we're gonna take a break here. Guys, I wasn't gonna have a video up today. It's gonna be up much later than normal, so this is Saturday, the 24th. But, I think I'm gonna stream this game tomorrow, actually. I'm gonna give it a shot. I hope you guys are willing to take the chance. And, my approach that I've been thinking about is that I am going to, like, for all of the main stuff, for all the, like, when we're actually engaged in, like, conversation or the stories happening, things like that, I'm gonna try to have, like, less chat interaction than normal. So if you're, like, really into the story part, then, which I am, then great. But during all the downtime, it could be a lot more casual, and we can just get so much more stuff done. I'm gonna try it. It's probably gonna be like 3 or 4 hours, and we'll see how that goes. And then I'll obviously share that to YouTube. But I'd like to try it. I think it might go well. I think I might enjoy it more, and I think that you guys might enjoy it more actually as well. So I hope you give it a chance. But yeah, so I'm gonna upload this. It's gonna be pretty late on the 24th, and then my stream on the 25th. I think I'm gonna give this a shot, and we're just gonna do it because that's what I feel like doing. I hope you guys are totally cool with it, and if not, sorry to disappoint you, but hopefully you give it a chance. All right, guys. We'll hopefully see you tomorrow. How about that? Thank you so much. This is actually really fun. Like, I like this stuff. This is good. But I'd also like the opportunity to sit down and do it a much larger chunk at a time, and we can get things going. So we're not here till April, you know? That's the thing. All right, guys. Thanks so much for understanding. Take care, okay?